Assignment 2. Well, I already described assignment within the last video, but I would say your assignment is to construct. Okay, and I love it when students say, oh man, I get to build something. We're going to construct this. I don't care how busy I'm in the lab, because, we're going to set this up in the center. It's not going to be out of the way. Unless I'm doing a presentation, don't do this. Wait till I'm done doing my talking. And students are going to like, great, I'll never get it done. But when I get done talking or doing my presentation, or when we have a few seconds in the lab, let's set up this apparatus. And this apparatus is going to have my camera here and objects and no flash, and we're going to take a picture that looks a lot like this with a bunch of junk, and we're going to show a before and after on white balance. And that's important because that it shows whoever, whether that be a school or whether it be a professional or whatever, that you have a very clear understanding of what white balance is. So here's how you do that, how you get a before and after shot. First off, I can take this right now, and the best, easiest, fastest way to do this is just hit Command E. Alright, and then just go File, Save. And then close this out. Now, why was that the fastest way? Well, you'll see. What that just did is in my library, I now have 2 of him. 1 of 2, 2 of 2. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is choose one of these and then white balance it. So under Develop, white balance him. And whoa, he's blue. Okay. And why is he blue? Well, I'll perfectly explain that here in a second when I figure out what I did back here in Photoshop. Now, in Photoshop, when I imported him in, what happened there? Well, if I look under the color settings, you're going to find that I turned this behind your back to Photo Pro RGB. And then what that did was it ruined the picture when it imported. So here's what you do. From now on, when dealing with Lightroom, turn these on. Okay? And let me show you exactly why that is. You should turn those on. Okay, let's try the experiment one more time. Let's go back to library. Let's go back to the original photo. I'm going to remove this one. Delete photo, delete from disk. This photo right here is the one I want to play around with, and I'm going to hit Command E. Okay. Did it do anything that time? Well, let me look back at my image color settings. Nope, it's still Photo Pro. It should ask me what to do, but it doesn't. Because why is this? Well, when you're dealing with Lightroom and you're dealing with Photoshop, don't expect them to acknowledge each other. Okay, so it's an important concept to get. You might think you're safe some regions as far as color and how the color translates back and forth, but you should turn this back to sRGB or whatever you shot it in your camera. Check your camera. What is it in your camera? I know my camera shoots sRGB. Okay. So in here, when I hit Command E one more time, I have this. It comes in here, and look at that. Has an embedded thing. Use the embedded profile instead of the working color space. Yes, I want to use that. There we go. And now when I hit File, Save, and then close it out, and then go back to here, I should have the very same picture. Now I could copy and paste it, but that wouldn't teach you anything about how color translate between Photoshop and Lightroom. Now would it? Okay, now if I go to develop and I go to white balance and I white balance him corresponding to some kind of gray on him, look at that. Proper exposure and no blue. Alright, so I snuck in a lesson there too. Now, okay, the before and after shot, very easy. You have these two shots now. You have a before and then after. Don't forget to tweak out the colors, make this amazing looking. And then when you go to print, I'm going to say you need a two cell side by side. And just like that, with an identity plate. And the identity plate is going to go right here. And then it should say something like white balance. White balance, don't forget to save it. And there we go, white balance. And now print that as a PDF. That way we can store it within your files and we can later on make it into a portfolio piece. Okay. Again, your own junk, your own photo, and you should probably include your name somewhere along with this. So white balance and your name. Alright, so there's the lesson. You already know how to print PDF, I hope. So that's just print Adobe PDF, and I can print that easy. And don't forget to put the whatever number this lesson corresponds with, first name, last name, saved within the file. That's a lot, right? All right, enjoy the lesson / assignment, and until next video.